Dr. Lauren Proofer from Speedy Vegan Kitchen. I'm a longtime vegan and MD, and today I'm going to be talking all about supplements. There is so much misinformation out there on the market trying to get you to buy stuff you don't need and that's not actually going to improve your health. Today I'm going to be going over 5 major nutrients you should be focusing on and whether or not you actually need to buy them in supplement form. My first major nutrient, the obvious one, B12. Everyone knows that a plant-based diet is deficient in B12. It's a fact. You can't get enough from not washing your fruits or vegetables. You can't get enough from algae. That's a myth. You need to be either taking a supplement or using fortified foods. It's pretty easy to actually get it through fortified foods. So this is my almond milk. It has 50% of your daily B12 requirements in 1 cup. The other great thing for B12 is nutritional yeast. So nutritional yeast is awesome, great cheesy flavor. I use it in sauces and soups and just sprinkle it on stuff. It's packed with B12. Some brands fortify and there's as much as 750% of your daily value. You need roughly 50 micrograms to 100 micrograms per day. So if you're not getting that through your vegan diet, then you should be taking a supplement. So this is my B12 supplement. I take it intermittently. You'll notice there's about 1,200 micrograms in here, more than I need for a week. So basically, if you're taking the supplement, take it once a week. That's enough B12 for you. Your liver stores it up and will slowly release it to your body. It's really important that you're not deficient in B12 because it helps in the formation of normal red blood cells. So being deficient will make you anemic. It's called macrocytic anemia. And it's also important in the normal development of nerves. So you'll get nerve pain if you're deficient in B12. Make sure you're getting enough. Second, we have our vitamin D. So vitamin D is important for the maintenance of strong bones and teeth, and it helps to prevent cancer. Breast cancer, colon cancer, prostate cancer, all prevented by taking 1,000 IU of vitamin D a day. I tell all my patients to take 1,000 IU of vitamin D a day because up here in the north in Canada, we don't get enough vitamin D from the sun, especially in the winter months. That'll affect your mood, it'll affect your bone density, and it affects your cancer risk. So definitely take vitamin D. So this is my supplement. I take 1,000 units a day, and I actually take this one. You'll notice it's totally empty. So definitely take this one, especially if you live in anywhere in North America, you're not getting enough sunlight, and even if you don't, if you use a lot of sunscreen or cover up or try and stay in the shade, your skin may not actually be able to produce enough vitamin D. Next up, we have omega-3s. So again, here's my supplement. Omega-3s are known as essential fatty acids. So what that means is that your body doesn't make them. And there's 3 types. There's the short-chained ALA, then there's EPA and DHA. Your body actually does make EPA and DHA in small amounts. I did a whole literature review of this on my blog. You can go check it out. I've posted the link below. But basically, in a vegan diet, you can get enough ALA through food sources. So I take either a tablespoon of flax or a tablespoon of chia a day. Both of these guys have 2.5 milligrams of omega-3 per tablespoon, which is more than you need. As a woman, you need 1.1 milligrams a day, and as a man, you need 1.6 milligrams a day. However, that doesn't cover your DHA and EPA requirements because those are only found in fatty fish like salmon. Like I said, your body will make small amounts, but if you want to reach the levels of, a meat eater, you probably do need to substitute with one of these supplements. So mine is DHA, it's from vegetarian algae. It's probably about 50 cents a pill. It's kind of expensive. And realistically, these fatty acids are important for, being incorporated into cell membranes, and they're important for the health of your brain and your eyesight and your testicles if you're a guy. And for people with cardiovascular disease, they may prevent further events from happening. You can read all about that in the blog post. But basically what I do is to definitely eat these every day and to maybe take this every day. This is kind of up to you. You need to do a cost-benefit analysis and decide if it's too expensive or you just think it's not a worthwhile thing to invest in. All right, so the next important thing you need to focus on is calcium. So it's not hard to get enough calcium on a vegan diet if you're a healthy vegan. If you're a junk food vegan, however, you might have some problems. I recently made myself a meal plan, and at just under 1,600 calories, I got almost 120% of my daily calcium requirements. So for a female, 19 to 50, that's 1,000 milligrams per day. If you're a female over 50, that's 1,200 milligrams a day. As a male, you don't need that 1,200 until you get up to age 71. These are the Canadian recommendations. You should be able to get all the calcium you need from your diet, like I said. So great sources of calcium are things like tofu, your leafy greens, your almond milk again. So 1 cup has 30% of your daily calcium requirement, or you can just eat almonds. And you can find calcium in things like white kidney beans. So these have 15% of your daily value of calcium. So really the best thing for calcium is to just get one of those fitness tracker apps, put in your food for a couple of days and see how you're doing. If you're not getting enough, then up it, track another couple of days and see if you're now getting enough. I don't necessarily recommend getting a supplement, A, because they're expensive, and B, because the evidence shows that calcium is better absorbed through food sources. The other thing is that in terms of protecting your bone health and preventing osteoporosis, you really need to be doing weight-bearing exercise and taking that vitamin D. If you're gonna buy a calcium supplement, don't buy this one. Get one that's just calcium and get the vitamin D separately, because this is only 400 IU, it's not the 1,000 that you need. So you can even just go out and buy Tums. You can get your calcium that way and it'll be much cheaper. That's your cheapest option in terms of getting calcium if you do want to take it as a supplement. So next we have iron. So this is my liquid iron supplement. I have taken this guy in the past for anemia. I'm female and I'm a runner, so you can get some foot strike hemolysis, which means you go through red blood cells a little faster than your average Joe. The average person should not be taking iron. If your doctor has not done a blood test to show you that you're anemic, that your hemoglobin is low, then you don't need to be taking the supplement. There's a couple reasons why. First of all, the side effects totally suck. They cause nausea, diarrhea, constipation. It's just really irritating for your GI tract to be taking this stuff. Next, you can actually get liver toxicity or iron poisoning from taking too much iron. So you really can have too much of a good thing in this case. Don't take it unless you've been told by a doctor that you need it. You should be getting enough iron from your vegan diet. And again, that's just like the calcium, it involves being a healthy vegan and maybe just doing some tracking at first, using a calorie counter or fitness app. Food sources of iron include quinoa, which is super tasty, red lentils, there's 20% of your daily iron value in a quarter cup, or chickpeas, which also have 20% of your daily value in a cup. So any of these are great sources of iron. The other thing to consider with iron is that iron from the vegetarian diet is called non-heme iron, and it's more difficult to absorb than heme iron, which is found in meat. The one thing you can do to help that is add vitamin C. So citrus fruits, tomatoes, red peppers, basically add it to every meal to help with your iron absorption and to help you absorb more of that non-heme iron. So that was my video for the week. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you enjoyed it. Feel free to comment with any questions, suggestions for future videos, disagreements, whatever it may be. Have a good week, everyone, and I'll see you next Wednesday.